Today's gospel passage is one that is deep with many meanings and many messages, many lessons for us all. And so I went out and I pinged the internet for just how many books have been written just about this passage alone. And I kind of stopped counting after 50. So, to be honest, to try to encapsulate all of the depth of the lessons of this passage alone in one short homily, I cannot do it justice. So what I'd like to do is focus on one simple phrase. I am. We use the phrase I am to describe who we are, perhaps what it is that we do. Anyone who begins to learn a foreign language, probably the first verb you ever learn is I am. The phrase has deep biblical roots as well. When Moses asked God, "What is your name so that I may tell the Hebrews?" Jesus tells Moses, "Tell the Hebrews, I am sent you." Whenever Jesus uses the term I am, it draws an immediate response from his listeners. Because the Jews equated the phrase I am to God. And whenever we hear or read that phrase, it immediately calls our attention to the biblical passage as well. We hear Jesus say, I am the vine and you are the branches. He who remains in me and I in him will bear much fruit. And without me, he can do nothing. I am the way and the truth and the life. No one can come to the Father except through me. And today, I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me, even if he dies, will live. And whoever lives and believes in me will never die. See, whenever Jesus uses the term I am, he always has this little bit at the end which directly impacts us. We hear, you will bear much fruit. You have access to the Father through me. You will live eternally if you believe in me. We are bound to God. This God, He lives within us. And He does so through the sacramental life of the church. It is through the sacraments that God dwells within us, that He imparts into us His sanctifying grace, His very being. And without the sacraments, we are like a branch cut off from the vine. So what is our I am? How do we describe ourselves. We are adopted children of God because of his gift of baptism. We are the dwelling place of the Holy Spirit through confirmation. We are members of his mystical body, fed and nourished through the Eucharist. These last 2 weeks of Lent are a great time for us to spend some time and reflect deeply about who we are and to commit ourselves to living that life.